That's all that should matter. You're 1-9. I don't know what you're praying for because God isn't listening to you. God doesn't like you.
Dynamite!
This was a super interesting story, so let's get a little bit of a recap here.
And we have breaking news out of the Supreme Court this Monday as well. NBC's Pete Williams is here with the latest. Pete.
Another very pro-religion decision in one of the most closely watched cases of the term, Jose. This is the case of the coach, the assistant football coach out in Bremerton, Washington, who had a habit of praying on the 50-yard line immediately after games. The school district told him that he should not do that. He should find a more private place to do that because people would think that that was somehow the school endorsing his religious views or a particular religion. But today, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 in favor of the coach in a decision written by Justice Neil Gorsuch. It said the free speech and free exercise of religion clauses of the First Amendment protect his expression. And it says a proper understanding of the Constitution doesn't require the government to...
Okay, I don't really care about that story anymore. I just looked up their record because... because that's all that matters. That's all that should matter. You're 1-9. I don't know what you're praying for because God isn't listening to you. God doesn't like you. Stop praying to God. Oh my goodness. They're 1-9. They're 1-9, and you're worried about prayers? God can't save you from this. 1-9. Wow. Schedule, rosters, coaching history, game history. Overall record. Their overall record is 63-108. They're 41-75 in district. They're 21-28 out of district. So that means their cupcake games, they're barely breaking even. Playoffs, they've only had 6 appearances. 6 appearances. Home. They're horrible at home. They're humble away. At neutral sites, they're 1-6. Let's see some of these scores. Wow. So all this noise for a 1-9 team last year. A 1-9 team. What are you praying for? God don't like you. He clearly doesn't like. Maybe if you spent less time praying, your team would be better. And maybe instead of getting on a knee and maybe doing some up downs, you'd be better. Maybe instead of trying, the helmet is not a chair. Clap it. How are you 1-9 and praying? Thinking, you're not praying correctly. I'm telling you that. I could win 3 games, not even trying. But this is just a distraction because now your horrible team is going to get beaten and bullied for this. Okay, and going into it, if I ever make it out to a Bremerton, Washington football game, I'm pulling out the prayer mat and saying Astagfirullah 100 times on the 50-yard line. The next team they play, they should have all of them reenact. If they score a touchdown, they should reenact the 12. They should always reenact something from the Bible. So they should do the 12 disciples. They should do the final supper. They should do one with Adam and Eve. They should just clown this team because as much as everybody wants to talk about the Supreme Court justice ruling, the truth is this team is trash. It's gutter trash. And the prayer that they're fighting so hard for is trash. Wow. Talk about a cupcake team. I don't really care about the Supreme Court selling because this will eventually correct itself when a bunch of Satanists come to the school and say, I want you to represent our religion like you represent Christianity. So, yada, yada, yada. This will correct itself in the future. But what I really want to see from this season, and we're going to check back on this, in fact, remind me to check on Bremerton, Washington football team in 1 year from today. All right, it's been stretched. In 1 year's time, we will check back here and see if they won 3 games. I think that's fair enough. 3 games. 3 games. Let's do it. Wow, gutter trash. All that praying for nothing.